Mariette Martinez here, and this is a quick video on Scaling New Heights 2025 tips because we are going to all be there in just a few days. So don't forget you have the web app that you can connect in. You have several of the same features that you have in the mobile app. Now, one thing with the web app, when you're in the community area under discussions, it's actually in chronological order. So you have to scroll all the way to the bottom to get to the most recent day. Just FYI on that. You can also look at your schedule, which I think is really helpful to look at on a desktop versus on your phone. You can look at the ones that you've already assigned yourself to, or you can look at all sessions and you can start planning out your sessions. But the cool thing about this app is that you can do it through the web app and you can add sessions right here as you can on your phone. So pretty cool. And let's say, for example, you're clicking inside of a session and you're like, oh, I'm really excited about this session. And you want to see what other classes that instructor or that trainer is teaching. You can click on their name and it's going to give you all of their sessions, which I think is pretty cool. So in my case, I will be teaching on Monday on a panel with FreshBooks. I'll be hanging out with you to talk about the collaborative accounting model and about collaboration, which is one of my favorite topics. And I'm actually aligning collaboration in everything I'll be covering at Scaling New Heights. I'll also be covering collaboration and value-aligned goals in my 100-minute workshop. And I'll be covering collaborative communities again in my mini Woodard Theater session on Tuesday. So these are pretty aligned as well. So you can always click on an instructor and see what else they're doing. Also, don't forget that on my YouTube channel, I also have a video on how to use the mobile app and a video on how to use the web app. And of course, don't forget to check out Nancy's amazing article that I talk about in my video. Just remember that when you click on her article, click on continue reading to be able to see all of the magic. And there is massive magic in here. Oh, I just noticed that she put my videos in here. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks, Nancy. So now I'm going to click on my next area, which of course is going to be, don't forget to take a look at the website. So on the Scaling New Heights website, of course, there's going to be great information here as well. Don't forget to watch Joe's amazing video on how to maximize your experience at Scaling New Heights. So definitely check out this video with tons of information. The last thing I want to share is a personal tip that I do with my colleagues that I follow. And I'm going to use Caleb as an example because he is truly a perfect example of this. So Caleb is a great example of wanting to go ahead and share not only his past experience with Scaling New Heights. He is an advocate for this conference. He's been going and transforming at all of the conferences, but he shares, his top sessions he wanted to attend, and it's such a humbling honor that he added mine here in his top sessions that he's excited about. But he also has been sharing tons on LinkedIn about that he's heading to Scaling New Heights. What are he calls it his full lineup, which I actually follow his lineup quite a bit because I know how much research he does, and I really appreciate that about him. When people talk about sharing is caring and being very meaningful with your shares, Caleb is an excellent example of someone that's very aligned with me in regards to how meaningful he shares. And so here you see him sharing his lineup. He shares actually every day and the times. This takes a lot of time, guys. So incredibly impressed by that. He also has tons of other shares here. He's sharing some apps he's really excited about. I believe this one is his top apps that he's sharing about. And then he has another one where he's like, if I have a chance, I'll also check these ones out. I love how he really guides us through his journey. He's so energized, but he also knows he has to be mindful and honor his time. And so he's kind of sharing all of excitement so he can plan himself out. But as he's planning, he's helping me plan as well. So I really appreciate that. So I just leave you with Caleb as being one of the really ambassadors that I would follow for this conference. And so you can go into his LinkedIn page. I'll put the link so you can click through. And just remember, when you're on LinkedIn, you'll want to click on where you start seeing his activity and click on show all posts. And then you'll just want to scroll down. And a huge tip I want to give you, which I think is, definitely a pro tip, is you want to go ahead and, let's say, for example, click on one of his more popular posts. You'll see that there'll be a lot of people reacting to it. So look at this one. This one has 43 comments on it. And so what I would strongly suggest is don't only open up the actual post, but open up the comments, okay? It's okay. It's not like you're doing anything wrong. Open up the comments and take a look at the conversations, because a lot of the conversations will give additional tips about the conference. So that's just another tip there for you. Okay, everyone. Hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see you all at the conference. Bye for now.